Hello everybody, Strangers123 here, yet again with another replay cast. I'm showing you another Alabama SD replay, and as long as I have even okay or fun replays to show you guys, I will be spamming them. Community contributors, they have the normal Alabama, not the super test version. I don't actually know what I'm doing right here. I mean, I guess it's USS Hentai, but okay. Strangers, Bluzz, stop! I'm not actually touching anything on my computer right now. This is actually what I was looking at during the game. It was a game on my stream, but where I'm pretty much I guess you could say showcasing what I really want to showcase to you guys with this match itself. And the reason for that is because, well, it kind of shows you some of the strengths and the weaknesses of this ship in a way. Not really so much the strengths. I mean, sure, it's got strengths. But let's be completely honest here. The strengths of this ship are also strengths that other ships can have, and I'm not talking about the 50% torpedo bulge here, I'm talking about the Bow 1 meta, without making the sacrifices that the Alabama ST has. Because right now, with the Alabama ST, you try to show any side, expect to fucking cease to exist. I lost, was it around 50k from a fucking Fuso across half the map. I've lost 25k up the ass angled, like, pretty well angled, to a Hindenburg. That's right, a Hindenburg. I might show you that game sometime later, because that's the highest damage game I ever had in the Alabama, as of the time I'm recording this. But anyways, I really don't like the ship. I don't really like the meta that it's encompassing. I like my ships able to press A or D and not go and die. It just gameplay more interesting. And a couple of other things just to keep in mind for you guys is that you do have worse guns than the North Carolina in basically every single possible way. Someone else has completely deleted New Mexico, because my guns would never be able to do that. Point being, you have worse accuracy than the North Carolina because you have worse Sigma, slightly at least. You'll find your shells have a tendency to disperse a little bit more, and the dispersion tends to be a lot more spread out around the entire spread of the circle, if you want, the circle that your shells can possibly disperse within. Because, well, I'm not going to go too much into detail about how it works, but, better accuracy, better dispersion, and dispersion within are all a matter of multiple different factors, and if you have different factors that cause you to spread it more linearly across the potential spreads compared to, for example, North Carolina, which has a tendency to have shells spread within a more central area of a potential widespread, then, well, you end up with basically just highly unreliable guns. And here we go, I'm basically just sitting bow on here. I'm using the island on my left just to cover myself from getting insta-wipe from anything shooting at my side. And as you can see, the enemies are kind of coming along, and my team's going down the bottom right. If a western flank gets fucked, then I'm basically also getting fucked. If you have a look at that mini-map, that Bismarck of 5.7 kilometers is kind of coming in closer to me. And that could be a major problem to me. If he gets behind me, well, 32mm of extremity armor plus 16mm Citadel Death Warship, he can kill me one shot right up my backside. But don't worry, the camera view on the beginning, I'll put it this way, it's a hint. This game, I'll just spoil it right now, damage-wise, is nothing really special. But it's an interesting, at least there are some interesting parts that I wanted to show you. But anyways, you can already see my absolute shite dispersion having a go at me already. I've shot at this Alba once, well, he's evading, so I don't really want to shoot him again. New Mexico behind there is basically dying, and now I have to shoot something more than 14mm in front of my gun, so good luck fucking hitting it. Not to mention it's a fucking Amagi, so even if I do hit it, chances are I'm just going to deflect or get maybe one overpen out of 3 hits or something, if I'm getting lucky enough to hit 3 hits. Well, I actually got 3 hits, but one of them pen instead of an overpen, which is bloody surprising for once. Well, at the end of the day, it's an Amagi. If I wasn't in Amagi there, there's a good chance I could have done like maybe 8,000 damage if you hadn't turned away too much, or I would have just ended up doing the same. But personally, I just prefer the Amagi gun so much more. Regardless, moving on in the battle right now, I'm really seriously contemplating my current position, and I want to get out of there. I just do not want to be there anymore. And I'm basically taking the risk that the Bismarck I'm looking at right now, the stock Bismarck on 64,500 health, is not pointing my direction. Because if he is, I probably would have died. And if I died, I probably wouldn't be showing you this replay, not in a replay cast like I am right now. Anyways, replay's a bit on the laggy end, but I take a shot at the elbow, not exactly sure how well the replay shows the way he was actually moving, but I pick up 2 overpen on him because, well, it was an under lead and didn't really show too well on the replay itself. And I'm right now turning back to engage this enemy Bismarck, and this is very important for me. If this Bismarck gets behind me, he can really screw my day up. Not like my day hasn't already been screwed up, because I'm playing a fucking Alabama, what can I do? And it's a launch my scout plane, primarily just a spot where this Bismarck is. I don't want him suddenly showing up my ass, because that he sucked dick. So right now, I'm basically just trying to go back and fight them. However, I'm kind of getting myself into a really, well, interesting position. How about we just put it like that? As I get another overpen on the elbow. Well, 25 more of those and the guy goes down, I suppose. If I'm able to hit him 25 more times before he dies to a one-shot kill by some other guy on the team. I don't know. Maybe our, I don't know, Dunker can go one-shot him. You never know. I mean, I know for sure I can't. Take another punt at the arc in the distance, but good luck trying to hit shit more than 13mm in front of these guns. It's just not really gonna happen. Anyways, the enemy Bismarck currently seems to be interested in engaging some of the stuff we have coming through Delta, but I don't think that's gonna last too long. And one thing I'm about to realize, like in maybe 30 seconds or a minute, is that if you look on the minimap, yeah, there you go. There's a fucking Tirpitz coming along as well. And that's going to make my situation extremely interesting. Originally I planned to either do a pass-by of the Bismarck or something like that, but with the Tirpitz behind there, a pass-by is basically out of the question now. Which means that my current turn is, let's be completely fair, pretty retarded. By the way, planes that are taken off cannot be engaged, so now I can actually kill it. And there he goes. Now either way, for me right now, I try to stay there bow on, but I realize he's got too much health and he's just gonna come in and ram me. So I'm accelerating again. I'm trying to shoot at his main gun turrets, see if I can knock them out or damage them, force him to use a damage control party or something on those turrets so I can make a full turn. Our secondaries are both opening up, and well, right now you can see the Bismarck has realized that, well, he doesn't really want to shoot me. Like, he knows I've got a lot of health, it's unlikely he's gonna kill me. He's actually trying to shoot right now in the Acropolis. You can see he does manage to get an overpen. Now, you can argue that the right move for me to make right now was actually to turn my gun trying to shoot him, but he's still pretty well, well angled to my gun turrets and bow on. And right now, I straightened my ship out. I've already stopped turning. I realized I'm never going to evade him because, my ship is slow, his ship is fast. So for me, it's hoping that he's going to, accelerate as much as possible, and then I can keep as much of my speed, and he's not, he might be trying to turn to get the angle, so he's going to be bleeding speed, and we impacted less than 5 knots, and, well, that happened. And that's really all I wanted to show you with this replay, because there's nothing really much more special or fun about it. I mean, that was basically it. He rammed me up the ass, and he died. But, well, I mean, the rest of it pretty much showcases what I don't like about the Alabama. Have a look at this version. Look, that shell looked like it fucking went into his belt armor where the fucking Citadel is. 1 overpen! Yay! And you can see overall, the dispersion's not the world's best, but considering I'm only, well, as of there, I was only firing 1 turret, it wasn't too bad, 1 out of 3. I mean, that's still a 33% hit chance of course, using this, I guess you can say use this single shot, single instance to calculate it. Take another shot at this, put this up over here, like really, really well aimed. 3 pens? No Citadel? I mean, on the stream it looked like those shells hit the exact same position right at the borderline. I'd expect a bloody Citadel. Nah, fuck you. You're playing in Alabama. Fuck you. You don't get Citadel. How about just fuck you? So, well, that was good. I was expecting to be up to about like 80,000 damage right now. I mean, there's 2 shells that hit the waterline on the second Kutuzov. Should have been fucking Citadel. So should have been that 1 overpen I hit on the first. Should have been a freaking Citadel, judging by where the shell landed. I mean, even by desync, it shouldn't have desynced that much to the point that the shells would have flew behind it. But regardless, I'm still alive. He failed to ram me, so it wasn't too bad of a choice. And the enemy Tirpitz over there that we're currently looking at never really got himself into a position to to support the Bismarck, so the Bismarck pretty much just went down for free. The Bismarck was definitely doing the right move of trying to ram me. He was going to die, most likely going to die somewhere around here anyways. I mean, that's the kind of damage you expect to get on a Kudasov when you shoot at it like that. Like, you know, those shells were legitimately sent too high. So that result was, you know, what I expected. Anyways, still another Armageddon in the distance, and well, I played Armageddon competitive enough to know that that thing's armor is fucking bullshit, so... Send an armor-piercing salvo on it, I don't expect to do shit against it. I mean, if you watch my stream, I've done quite a few reviews of Armageddon armor layout and how to do shit against it, and they go, that is actually what these things looks like. Some torpedoes coming in, I'm honestly not that scared about them. I don't even mind eating one right now to make sure I don't go around broadside to something and then lose, like, well, I don't know, I'm gonna lose if I take it on the belt, that torpedo. I'll lose about 6,500, 7,000 health. If I lose one Citadel, I lose 13,000 health, so I'm not really that interested. I'd rather lose 6,000 health that I can heal. Well, actually, about the same as that of the Citadel. And right now, well, I realize I need to slam the brakes and get back. There's no way I can go out here, I'm going to be caught in a crossfire. I mean, the Armageddon that's right there is currently engaging our Armageddon, but it's still, in my opinion, important just to get out of the way so I don't get shot in the side. I mean, some of our team are pushing up, and I really would like to be up there and, you know, trying to play the goddamn game rather than sitting behind this fucking island of wanking for all game that I've already done. Our Armageddon gets shot down by the enemy Armageddon close range. Unfortunately, I didn't get close enough to get the ram or get a heal off, but, I mean, for me, that's, I guess you can say annoying, as I'm stuck trying to shoot at a fucking Armageddon. If I was in the Turpets there, I would have done less. If I was in North Carolina, there's a good chance I would have done 10k damage. If I was on an Armageddon there, I could have done anything from 1,310 damage. No, 1,270? Whatever, one overpen to maybe killing him outright, because that's just the way Armageddon guns work. And, well, I'm just reversing. And at this point, I'm actually thinking to myself, there's a legit chance we can actually lose this game. Sure, we have all the caps, but if I look around, that Dunkirk's not going to last against that. These guys are all pretty low HP. So there is actually a legit chance we can lose. And right now I'm just thinking to myself, well, I'll just keep backing away from this enemy Armageddon as I shoot AP at it. 10 kilometers, hit one shell and it deflects, because armor. Basically just having a look to my side, making sure that I'm, you know, reasonably covered. And, well, hey. Let's commence Operation Fun and Engaging. Let's spam AG, battleships bow onto each other, spamming high explosives is really, really fun mechanics. It's like, not boring at all. I mean, have a look at this dispersion. Sure, I hit 2 out of 6 at the front there, which wasn't too bad, but look how much is spreading horizontally. I mean, sure, if I wasn't a Turpets, I would have probably spread just as many, well, percentile-wise, just as many shots. But if I was in North Carolina, I'd expect to hit 3 of them. If I was in an Armageddon, you know, shooting, well, even with the front guns, I'd expect to hit 2 out of 4 instead of 2 out of 6. I mean, this is kind of optimal, this is supposed to be optimal range for pretty much any battleship. And have a look at that! Do you see it? Look at that dispersion! Anyway, swapping back to armor piercing, hoping that the Armageddon is trying to get back to shoot at something else because he realizes that it's basically a waste of his fucking time to be shooting at me bow on as well. But, well, I mean, he's not completely stupid, so he's about to angle back in, and since I'm on full health, I don't get to take advantage of Adrenaline Rush for increased reload boost. And, well, he's angled back, so I might as well just try to overpen his infrastructure. Because this is how you play battleships. Well, whatever. Spamming HE again. I mean, this game is basically over. I'm not going to get to do too much more damage, and we're basically just having this amazingly fun bow on Meta right now, so I might as well just close it up. I'm going to get about 90-something thousand damage. I don't have the post-battle results screens, because this game was not really worth showing. I was the first die-hard and ramming I ever got after the introduction of those medals, which, mind you, was quite a while ago. And, well, this is why I don't like the Alabama. Fuck this version. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys in the next one.